The amnesty program, as introduced by the Umar Musa Yar'Adua administration, was aimed at reducing restiveness in the wake of rising tension in the Niger Delta, and successive governments welcomed the initiative as well as cued in to the program. But the program, according to Leo Ogo from Delta State, have recently suffered some setbacks due to non-payment of over 15 billion naira by the Ministry of Finance, and it is threatening to derail the achievements recorded so far.
Any movement for non-payment of their tuition fee and allowances by the amnesty office, which when carried out will definitely bring Nigeria to ridicule and opprobrium before the Committee of Nations.
Contributing to the motion, Rep members are of the view that immediate actions must be taken to avert possible crisis should government continue to derail in the release of funds for the purpose for which it is meant for.
Mr. Speaker, what is being asked here is very simple, an already budgeted amount. But for the fact that we had the presence of mind to say that the budget 2016 should run for 12 months setting, by now the budget would have become a thing of the past. And yet we are talking about a provision made therein for the amnesty program, which has not been released. Mr. Speaker, this motion is not only urgent, but it is very important. We do care by putting Nigerians first in our deliberations. But unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, some of these wonderful Nigerians, home and abroad, that are supposed to be paid what was promised to them by government, because I believe government is continuous. They are yet to receive what is due to them. But let me thank the Vice President, Vice President Osibajo, and Mr. President, President Buhari. Let me appreciate them for the bold step, for carrying the burden of proof beyond rhetoric or speculation or noise-making by putting Nigerians first.
The House, however, in unanimous voice votes adopted the motion as it directed the Ministry of Finance to release the balance of 15 billion naira in the 2016 Appropriation Act to fund the amnesty program, and also charged Committee on Niger Delta to investigate circumstances leading to the funding constraints and report back in 2 weeks.
It is a source of concern that now, without the law being amended, either the law that empowers the National Universities Commission to make this decision, or the law that established the 3 universities of agriculture, then there is a surreptitious move to delete management and some other courses in the non-agri courses offered by this university in the JAMB portal. And this is affecting students who desire to study these courses.
In a related development, the House has called for a reverse of the presidential directive on the curriculum of federal universities to stop it from offering non-agricultural courses in management sciences and other related courses. The motion was sponsored by Sam Onigbo from Abia State, as he said the directive, if fully executed, will not only distort the program, but will also affect the effective running, teaching, and learning of the professional core agricultural courses, which have become interrelated and taking firm roots at these institutions.
I think it's not something that you just wake up one morning and say, I'm phasing out these courses. It's something that should be taken gradually. These are courses that have been undertaken in these universities for over 20 to 30 years. How do you just wake up? They have trained teachers. They have students undergoing these courses. If you phase them out today and you are not admitting students, most of these teachers will begin to find work in other universities and leave these students that are still in the university. So we should call on the federal government. This is not something that should be done like that.
Lawmakers argue that it is wrong to change policies by fiat and that government should stop this policy inconsistency as it amounts to the laws establishing the act. They say if this policy is not discouraged, it could cause admission trauma for youths, especially those within the catchment areas of the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture and those in densely populated areas. The House has mandated the Committee on Tertiary Education to look into the matter and report back in 2 weeks' time. Emmanuel Ehijene, PTV News.